You know, we're always told that retirement is supposed to be our golden age. But what if, for a lot of us, it ends up feeling more like a golden cage? Comfortable, sure, but confining. Today, we're going to explore exactly that.
So let me ask you this. When you think about life after 58, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most people, it's the fear of getting sick, right? But what if the biggest challenge isn't our physical health at all? What if the real battle is against dependency?
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This idea of an invisible cage. Let's dig into the reality of what dependency actually feels like, day to day. I want you to picture this, a 60-year-old person sitting right there on their own sofa in their own house. They're thirsty, but they pause, they hesitate to ask for a simple glass of water. Why? Because every little request, no matter how small, can start to feel like a tiny defeat. It's this creeping sense of helplessness that can, honestly, just eat away at you from the inside.
You see, this shows us that the real issue isn't about what your body can or can't do. It's about a choice you make in your mind. Are you choosing the comfort of that golden cage, or are you willing to put in the effort for real freedom?
So this is what our source calls the logic trio, and it's all about dismantling our favorite excuses. First off, being poor doesn't stop you from learning. Second, getting older doesn't automatically mean you have no energy. Which brings us to the main point. The lock isn't on your body, it's on your mindset. What's called vicharavara here, basically your whole way of thinking. The limitation isn't your circumstances, it's your willpower.
And this just lays out the two paths so perfectly. On one side, you've got the golden cage. You're dependent, you're comfortable, but you're also becoming weak. On the other side, you have the open sky, self-reliance, or Swavalamban. Yeah, it takes effort, but the reward is total freedom. So you've got to ask yourself, which one are you choosing?
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Think about a parrot in a beautiful, magnificent golden cage. It gets the best food, it's safe, it's totally comfortable. But you know what happens? Over time, its wings get weak. Then one day, someone leaves the cage door open, but the parrot has forgotten how to fly. That golden cage, that so-called golden crutch, ended up stealing its very nature.
So if dependency is the cage, then what's the alternative? It's self-reliance, living under that big open sky of life. And to help us really get it, our source introduces us to a fantastic role model. Let me introduce you to Master Dinanath. This guy isn't just surviving, he is absolutely thriving. He's the embodiment of self-reliance, just buzzing with energy, doing all his own things, and he's totally connected with the world. He's basically the living proof of what's possible for all of us.
Now this is a total game changer. The source argues that the real golden age doesn't stop at 58. That's when it actually begins. It's not a time for slowing down. It's a time for a brand new kind of freedom, a new sense of purpose, all powered by your own strength.
So what's Master Dinanath's secret sauce? It's simple. Nature. Our source describes getting outdoors as being like the ultimate charger. It's what keeps your personal battery topped up and full, even when you're 70, 80, or beyond. Okay, now let's anchor this whole idea in some really deep, timeless wisdom. We're going to turn to the words of the rishis, the ancient sages of India, to really understand the seriousness of this choice we're talking about. And the insight we're about to look at comes from a very specific place, the May 1970 issue of Akhand Jyoti. It's a publication known for its really profound spiritual and practical advice. Wow. I mean, the language here is incredibly powerful. Dependency, or Paravavlamban, isn't just called an inconvenience. It's called a type of death, and it says that someone who can't carry their own weight becomes a burden. But then, look at the contrast. Self-reliance, Swavalamban, isn't just a good personality trait, it is life itself.
So this really brings it home for all of us. The source is basically taking that quote and asking us a very blunt, very direct question. Do you want to be as good as dead while you're still alive and breathing? It really makes you stop and think about what it truly means to be alive.
All right, so how do we choose life? How do we make this happen? The answer isn't some huge, overwhelming change. It all starts with one small step, and with the power of building a simple system for yourself. And here it is, the action plan. And it starts so small. Number 1, get your own water. Number 2, make your own bed. Look, these aren't just chores. They are powerful, symbolic acts of independence. Every single one is like a little crack in that golden cage. One tiny step toward learning how to fly again. And that's the ultimate goal here. Breaking free isn't just about doing things for yourself. It's about taking back the pen and becoming the author of your own story again, filling every day with purpose and meaning. So the final message is crystal clear. The time for excuses about age or anything else is over. Stop waiting for someone to open the cage door. Start building a system. Start building your own key, one small action at a time. Jai Hind.
For anyone who wants to explore these ideas a bit more, everything we've talked about today is drawn from that May 1970 issue of Akan Jyoti and from Rishi Principles on Self-Reliance. You can find out more at the website you see on the screen.
And just a quick note, the views and opinions you heard in this presentation come directly from the source material and don't necessarily reflect the official position of the producers. Thanks for tuning in.